Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival, play some disc golf on our new championship course, spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports. Live tonight from Boschel Gymnasium in Pittsfield as the Pittsfield Sockies and Payson Seymour Indians go head-to-head in this high school boys basketball matchup. Good evening to you. Alongside Jack and John Hall, I'm Charlie Hill. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Sockies at 7-13, Payson Seymour 13-9. Neither one have had the best start to January. We'll talk more about it on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Rough day at work? We all have them from time to time. But the last thing you want to worry about is coming home to your internet being out. Or even worse, waiting all day to watch the big game, only to find out it's blacked out. With Cascom, those worries are a thing of the past. Our local technicians are here to service any issues and ensure you have a worry-free experience, whether it be internet, TV, or even home phone. Call Cascom today at 1-800-252-1799 to schedule or upgrade your internet and TV service.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve all of your banking needs. Learn more about all of their locations and their friendly service that they can offer to you at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Pittsfield Sockies and the Payson Seymour Indians for you this evening. Well, since the calendar has turned to 2023, it has not been the friendliest to these two programs. And a Payson Seymour squad that started out their 2023 with a win at the Winchester Invitational Tournament has since that point lost 6 of their last 7. But look at who they've played in route to that finish at the Winchester Tournament. They beat Pleasant Hill, then lost in overtime to Route and 88-70 to Brown County. They fell to Camp Point Central 63-53 back on the 17th. Lost to Brown County by 1, 65-64 back on the 24th. And lost to Southeastern last Friday 60-51. Indians are 13-9 on the season. They still have left on their schedule. Quincy Notre Dame on Friday. They play Lake Forest Academy on Saturday at the QND Shootout. They'll play next Tuesday at home against West Central, Friday at Griggsville Perry. Then on the 11th, they'll have a home game against Liberty. They'll be at Macomb on the 14th, and then Friday the 17th, they'll finish up at home against Western before they start postseason action on the 18th, where they are a host for a Class 1A boys basketball regional. The Pittsfield Sockies on the other side of things, since the calendar has flipped over, well, they lost 59-56 in overtime to Pleasant Plains. They were defeated by Quincy Notre Dame 52-30, beat Rushville 54-41, and that was the last time the Sockies tasted victory. They lost to Auburn 60-52 in overtime, a 10-point loss to Louisiana, a loss to Camp Point Central 48-29, and 9-point loss to Porta AC Central last Thursday evening 52-43, and then a 60-33 blowout against Jerseyville. Sockies still have some tough games on their schedule as well. They'll be home this Friday against Brown County, at Beardstown next Tuesday, home against Griggsville Perry next Wednesday, at Berry next Friday to take on the Western Wildcats, and then finish up the final week with a road game on Tuesday at Calhoun and a home game on Thursday against Liberty. So, Jack, for both of these squads, they're trying to get some traction as they finish out the final third of their regular seasons.
Well, when you look at Payson, they've got to build off things like that route game where they played very well, and losing to people like Brown County and Camp Point Central, they're games they need to be competitive. But I like the way their setup is, hosting a regional. They'll probably see a New Berlin team as the top seed in their half, and when you get into their home court, they might be able to pull an upset or two.
This Pittsfield squad, we saw them fall down 16-0 to start the game against Jerseyville, fight back to a 7-point game, 27-20 at halftime, and then, quite honestly, it didn't look like they came out of the locker room in the second half. They just did not come out and really show up in the second half of that contest at all.
I think in everything else you look at, the key things for them is they've got to look in the mirror and go, Coach just gave us a special out of a timeout or out of halftime, and we weren't in the right places to make that work. That's the part that's inexcusable. They've got to be able to listen to their coaching staff and do the things that they know how to do. You don't have to be 6'8" to do those things, and they have the ability to do that. Then when they do on that in-out game, they'll have an opportunity to hit some of those threes in transition.
It is the annual Take a Charge Against Cancer Night. The two programs have teamed up to raise money for local cancer patients, and we thank all the sponsors who have been so receptive to be able to help support this event. And this is, I believe, the third consecutive event that they've held here. And Scott Bacon does a nice job as the coordinator for the event, and they've raised a lot of good funds. It looks like their goal is about $3,000 this year to raise for that, and I'm sure they'll have that raised by the night's end.
When I talked to Scott and said thank you to him, he said, I need to have some help. And so, I think down the road what he's going to have to do is build a committee of people. I know the Farmers National Bank of Griggsville stepped up to try to help with some of that out in the corridor, the girls basketball team and others. But if you're listening and you'd like to be a part of that, get a hold of Scott, and maybe in the years to come you can help with that. And, maybe you're a recovering patient from cancer or want to do that in honor of somebody.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, around 9 minutes away from the Star-Spangled Banner. The starting lineups and the play-by-play is it's the Sockies and the Payson Seymour Indians on Central Illinois Sports.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Rough day at work? We all have them from time to time. But the last thing you want to worry about is coming home to your internet being out. Or even worse, waiting all day to watch the big game, only to find out it's blacked out. With Cascom, those worries are a thing of the past. Our local technicians are here to service any issues and ensure you have a worry-free experience, whether it be internet, TV, or even home phone. Call Cascom today at 1-800-252-1799 to schedule or upgrade your internet and TV service.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Well, Jim, it's going well, but something tells me they're going to have to bring more to the field if they want this game watch party on February 12th to be a winner.
That's right, Steve. They need to dig deep from the liquor booth playbook to stock up on all the fan favorites for the big game. Bourbon, whiskey, vodka, and tequila must be on the host's mind.
Good thing the liquor booth has a variety of beer on the bench to pull from. They might even call in the wine reserves to make this happen.
They're huddled up at the liquor booth on Broadway and at 12th and Locust, ready to send in the game changers.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it, so the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a Country financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
Back with you live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, Central Illinois Sports. We'll have action for you here on Thursday evening as the Lady Sockies host senior night against North Green. It's a varsity tip-off at 6 o'clock. So we hope you'll join us for that contest here on Central Illinois Sports. And then on Friday, we're right back here in action as well as Pittsfield plays host to Brown County and high school boys action to wrap up a busy week. Want to remind you about the Socky Nation Pancake and Sausage Breakfast. It's this coming Saturday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Come out and support Socky Nation. $8 all you can eat. Kids 5 and under eat for free. Again, it's 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock this Saturday morning at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. We saw this Payson Seymour squad at the Winchester tournament probably play at about to the top level they could when they lost a round in overtime. It's a team that, man, when they're hitting shots, they can quite honestly compete with anybody in the area. But the biggest thing for this Indian squad is they really need that leadership out of Brian Deeker and Wyatt Nyson, especially those two guys who have the most varsity experience coming into this season, and then everybody else to play their role. One of my favorite guys who really knows about that on this team is Richie Martin for this Payson Seymour squad. He really plays that role to his highest potential.
Richie Martin looks like that little old man just plugging out there, working hard all the time, but we saw what Lane Barker could do in a couple of games. If he gets open, he can shoot the three. But Brian Deeker in the first half against Route, this flat took it over. I think he had 24 in the first half. Settled down a little bit, but I think he got in the 30s before it's over with. One of the best athletes in the area is that young man.
One of the keys in this game for this Socky team will be working that ball quickly to get the zone moving around and trying to get looks for Eli Mendenhall inside. He's been their main go-to guy really for about the past 6 or 7 games.
And find that inside-out game. Throw the ball down low, let Eli throw it back out. Well, you got your feet set and your shoulders square to shoot the three. They've got 3 or 4 guys that can shoot the three, but you can't just throw it up whenever you take a notion. And that's going to be one of the key things for these guys. And then to make a shot early where they get some confidence, where they quit thinking they can't make those shots.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your next auto, home, commercial, or agricultural loan. Their loan officers are committed to making the loan process as simple as possible. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. We pause here on Central Illinois Sports as they'll have the national anthem inside the gymnasium here. We'll have the national anthem from the United States Army Chorus and Orchestra. And when we come back, we'll have a look at our starting lineups. We'll have the play-by-play. It's the Sockies and Payson Seymour on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Pike County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring, time for a new kitchen, any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Farmers, are you looking for high-yield genetics to help the bottom line on your farm? Contact Lipcomb Seed Sales for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. We have the luxury right now to be offering the highest-yielding soybean lineup Pioneer has offered in 30 years. Couple that with a service that is second to none, and you have a winning combination for your farm. For corn, check out the results of the National Corn Growers Yield Contact and see who's at the top. Maybe today is a good day to revisit Pioneer corn hybrids as well. Contact Aaron, Evan, and Brett today for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. Go Eagles! Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044.
Welcome back to Voschel Gymnasium. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. They're brought to you by Trucks LLC. Trucks is finishing up their building in the industrial park in Pittsfield. We know it's got to be getting close, but they can still serve you right now with mobile service. That means they can come to you. Call Trucks for all of your diesel repair needs, 217-922-0044, and be sure to like Trucks on Facebook. That's TRUX Trucks. For the Payson Seymour Indians, 13-9 for Tyler Dushinsky's squad. Richie Martin starts at a forward. He's a 6-foot senior. At a guard, a 5'9 sophomore, Lane Barker. Brian Deeker starts at a guard, the 6'1 senior. Also starting at a guard is a 6'2 junior and Wyatt Nyson. And Blake Schwartz, the 6'1 sophomore, the 5th starter for Payson Seymour. For the Pittsfield Sockies, Brad Tomhave's team, 7-13 on the season. Adam Musgrave starts at a guard. He's a 6'1 senior. Nolan Daniel at the second guard, the 5'9 senior. Brennan Tomhave in the starting lineup, the 6-foot junior. And Javen Petty at the fourth guard, the 6-foot junior. In the middle for the Sockies, the big man, the 6'2 junior, Eli Mendenhall. That's a look at our starters. We'll have tip-off next.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction. If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Well, my baby does gives me special love. It's the kind of stuff.
Honey, it's your turn.
I'm on cloud 9.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
We will pay the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
It is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring.
So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Alongside John and Jack Hall, I'm Charlie Hall. The Payson Seymour Indians and the Pittsfield Sockies this evening from Voschel Gymnasium. The Indians are in the visiting blue uniforms, the white numbers, and a dark trim here tonight. The Sockies are in the whites with the red numbers and black trim. It's part of the annual Take a Charge Against Cancer event, and a lot of cool things going on here thanks to all the folks and local businesses who made the event possible. Wyatt Nyson will jump in the center circle for Payson Seymour. It's Musgrave for the Sockies. Sit back and enjoy high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports.
Adam Musgrave just had a birthday. He's 18, first game at that age.
Tip is up, and the tip is won by the Indians. As Brian Deeker got it, and good luck wrestling it out of his arms once he gets a hold of it. Ball on the right side, Barker. Good luck three ball, right side, in and out, no good. Rebound secured by Musgrave. Barker, a good look that time, just couldn't get it to go. Sockies on the attack against the zone of Payson Seymour. Daniel with a deep in the quarter. Goes out top, Tomhave. Around it comes to Petty. Deeker playing the point of that press for the Indians. Of course, he's just a sophomore. He is Barker, who nearly got a steal there. Also, Schwartz just a sophomore. So this is a team that has a good mix of youth and experience.
Nice job by Nolan Daniel wrestling that ball back because he could have just gave up on it.
Daniel with the right side. Out top, Tomhave, now to Petty. 7:13 to play in the first. Sockies looking for their first shot of the contest. Petty to Daniel. Now right side it goes Tomhave.
Got a mismatch down low if you can get it to Mendenhall.
Down low, they'll find Mendenhall. Has a little trouble with it. Goes up, misses it too hard. Rebound out of bounds off of the Indians. Pretty fine that time by Daniel inside of the zone. Mendenhall's got to be able to make that.
Square the shoulders up to the backboard. He did not that time. His mom and dad will tell him about after the game.
Oh, I'm sure. Maybe even before. 6:57 to play in the first. Sockies a second chance opportunity here. Around the horn it comes to Petty. Left side three. Good. Petty from downtown. starts the night right for Pittsfield and makes it a 3-0 Saki lead on the Trucks LLC scoreboard.
Anytime you can make that first shot, it's important.
Nyson into the front court. Little rise and shoot jump shot, no good. Rebound tipped around. Martin kept it alive. Ball out of there in the hands of Tom Abe, though. A 2-on-1 into the front court. Shot up is good. And he'll have an and one opportunity as Brennan Tom Abe goes to the free throw line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
And that foul will go against Blake Swartz. It'll be the sophomore's first, team first. The and one, the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. 5-0 Saki, 6:37 left first quarter. When's the last time we said that? That's all on the Truck scoreboard. The junior Tom Habe short with the free throw, and he misses everything on that one.
These rims regulation size or what? Jeez.
I don't know. Maybe they got the line moved back a little bit.
6:37 to play in the first. 5-0 the Pittsfield lead. Indians on the attack the other way. Deeker into the front court. He'll attack the rack down low. Has the ball tied up. No, a foul going to be called instead. And 2 shots here for Brian Deeker as Mendenhall picks up his first.
Mendenhall picks up the foul. Deeker might have got by with steps early. First team foul. Shot by Deeker to the free throw line as he was able to bring the ball down at his waist. It got caught up with Mendenhall and then was able to throw it towards the basket. He'll get free throws. 5-0 Sakis. 6:28 left first quarter, and the Indians of Seymour are trying to get on the board. Brian Deeker, the senior all-state football player, first one up and good.
Alana Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. You'll find Alana Express on the south side of the square in Pittsfield.
He's a good one. Brian Deeker, second one will not fall through. Second rebound for Tom Haven, the early goal.
We watched Deeker put up 30-plus in that game against Rout at the Winchester tournament. Tom Abe and Petty in the backcourt. Here's a soft pass. Tom Abe gets it to Petty, and a timeout by Brad Tom Abe as the Sakis were close to a 10 count. Time out of the court, we'll take it to 6:17 to play in the first. 5-1 Pittsfield. They'll have the ball when we come back.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
6:16 to play in the first. 5-1 the Saki lead. They have the ball out of the timeout in the hands of Nolan Daniel, left wing. Petty gets a touch out front to Tom Abe. Extra pass Daniel. Good look, 3 is good as Daniel knocks it down. Looked short out of his hand, but fell right through the middle of the net with a splash. 8-1. Here's the ball knocked loose. Schwartz and Tom Abe now tied up. It'll be a jump ball, and the possession heads the way of the Sakis. No, they'll call a timeout here first for Payson Seymour. So good hustle by both of the squads as everybody, look at this hustle. This guy's going to get on the floor. You don't think this possession's important? Payson Seymour gets the timeout. We'll pause as well. 5:51 to play in the first on Central Illinois Sports.
Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Back to live action, and a ball tipped out of bounds on the inbounds as Daniel knocked it away. It'll stay with Payson Seymour. Both teams have burned a timeout here in the last minute or so with their squads in precarious situations. 5:39 to play in the first. It's an 8-1 Saki lead. And here's a ball now stolen away as Daniel played the D on Schwartz. Into the front court, Tom Abe on the runner. Tries the bounce down low, gets it into Musgrave. Blocked out of there, though, by Nyson. That pass, or a shot, I should say, turned away by Nyson, and here comes Wyatt Nyson into the front court. Right side, Schwartz gets his feet set, fires away from downtown, and in for 3 is Schwartz.
That time he looked like Big Brother Cole shooting from a long way away.
Blake Schwartz, the 6'1" sophomore, might have even grown a hair since the start of the season when they listed him at 6'1". Daniel into the front court, throws it into the stands And out of bounds as the Sakis tried to get moving a little too fast. Their first turnover of the evening gives Payson Seymour a chance to cut into this 8-4 lead.
Teams think they can throw the ball across the width of the court, and very seldom are they successful. They either get it stole or throw it away.
Deeker into the front court, left side. Barker for three, no good. Daniel has the board, fell from his feet. No traveling call, as he must have just got rid of it in the nick of time. Did Nolan Daniel. Out front, Tomei. Gets it top of the key, Daniel to Petty. Looks in the paint, nothing open there. To Daniel. Now Musgrave against the zone of Payson Seymour. 8-4 the score on the Trex LLC scoreboard. 4:30 to play in the opening period.
Nice and recognizing, helping with Mendenhall down low now.
Tomei, right side, Musgrave. Musgrave three, and it's good. As poorly as Pittsfield has shot from three for about the last month, they are hot to start the night tonight. 11-4 Sakis, tying their largest lead with a 7-point bulge. Barker with it right wing. Out top, Deeker fakes the three. Now wants to put it on the deck. Martin gets a touch to Schwartz. Halfway home in this first period, it's 11-4 Pittsfield.
Payson and Brown County played one of those games where they both shot the three, and Brown County came out on top. They'll be here
Deeker
Friday.
now. He turns the corner, gets to the rim, misses the runner, and the rebound down to Musgrave. Deeker did everything except just get the ball to roll through for him that time. Down low, they'll feed Mendenhall on the post. Has to get out of there now. The ball tipped and stolen away. Turnover number 2 by Pittsfield. Blake Schwartz will walk it across. Gets it to Nyson. Nyson wants to put it on the deck against Mendenhall, who already has one foul. Now to Deeker, top of the key three. Clangs off the iron, no good. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Nyson. It'll be Saki basketball. Connor Allen and Caden Amstead in. Nolan Daniel and Eli Mendenhall sit down.
Nice job by Tom Hay fighting for that rebound, and that caused Nyson to knock it out of bounds.
Full court pressure here by the Indians. 3:20 to play in the first. 11-4 the score. Petty with it, advances the ball into the front court on the dribble. Gets it to Amstead. His first touch of the night, the 6'1 senior. Has the ball knocked free, runs it down to Musgrave. Left side three ball. Clangs off the back of the rim, no good. Last touched by Amstead and out of bounds. It will go to the blue-clad Indians.
Into the ball game comes Nolan Sparks. He'll set Richie Martin down. I don't know that Amstead realized he was going to get a hand on that, or you might have been able to grab it, but he worked hard to try to get it.
3 minutes to play in the first. Here's a pass knocked out of bounds by Tom Have. It'll be Indians ball underneath.
Brennan really coming out inspired tonight.
Well, I think Pittsfield's energy is better for sure. It was the same way in the JV game. Here's Barker now, gets free for a three. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound down to Deeker. He'll muscle up and in for two.
Give him 3 on the night.
Deeker with 3 of his team's 6 and cuts it down to a 5-point game. 2:40 to play in the first. Petty into the front court. Puts it out front, Tom Abe. Now Musgrave on the left wing. Trying to see if they can't find Allen at the high post here. Now Petty with it on the right side against the freshman Sparks. Out top, Tom Abe. Around the horn, it goes to Allen.
Anstead's open down there. You got to get it to him.
Man-to-man for Payson Seymour right now. Petty with it. Looked for the back door, wasn't open. Now Tom Abe gets a touch. On the arc to Allen. Dribbles against Deeker, who's one of the best defenders as well in the area on the ball. He can really move, and he's very strong. Down low, Anstick going to go to work. Has to get up with it or out of the lane. And instead throws it back out. Petty left side launches a three, no good. A rebound down to Musgrave. Second chance opportunity. Shot up won't fall. And Deeker secures the board for Payson Seymour. To Nyson on the run into the front court. His dribble is stopped there. Ball loose. Deeker runs it down to Schwartz. Out top, Nyson left alone for a three, no good. And the rebound tipped out by Deeker. Another chance for the Indians here. Down 5, 1:35 to play in the first. Schwartz out front, 3 ball too hard. Payson Seymour might be settling for those threes a little too early for Coach Dushinsky's liking. And they trail by 5 with 1:19 to play in the first. I know they can shoot it, but those are shots they can get basically any time in their offense. You know what I mean? Like, here's a bad handle of a pass by Petty. It goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Sakis, their third. Daniel back in. Musgrave sits down.
Got to make that concentration to catch that pass when you're up 11-6 with a possession with 1:11 left in the quarter.
This Indian squad, they have got Well, when Schwartz is out there, 3 really good shooters. Here's Deeker, tries to get to the rim, no good. Rebound down to Petty on the defensive side, his second. He'll work it toward the front court, under a minute to play in the first. Has it out front, hands it off the Tomave left side. Back to Petty on the wing. Pittsfield has the possession arrow in their favor to start the second period, barring a tie-up here in the next 43 ticks. Daniel out top for a 3, no good. And the rebound down to Martin. Much like we said about Payson Seymour, a shot you could get any time, and not really probably what the Sakis wanted to do right there. 30 seconds to play in the first. A chance for the Indians to cut it closer in the waning seconds of the first. Deeker out front against Petty. Deeker drives and is fouled.
It's going to go on Petty on the reach. It'll be his first, team second. Now, I don't think the coaching staff probably wanted that three-point shot.
Nyson to inbound. Lob pass out front to the freshman Sparks. Works it down to Nyson on the baseline. The Sparks top of the key. They want Deeker to come get it, and he will with Allen out on him. 10 seconds to play in the first. Brian Deeker going to go to work in a little 1-4 set. He'll try the drive and is fouled on the floor by the help side man. No, they're going to say that's against Allen.
Allen.
Connor Allen's first, team third.
Yep, just wanted to make sure it was on him because I couldn't see the hand signal.
6.3 seconds to play in the first. Parker, Deeker, Nyson on the deck. Little mid-range jump shot, too hard. Rebound down to Allen. And the first quarter comes to a close. After one, it's the Pittsfield Sakis 11, the Payson Seymour Indians 6, as you watch high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports.
Pressures on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressures on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressures on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Pittsfield leads 11-6. They'll have the basketball. Payson 2 of 12, 17.5%, 1 of 7 from the arc, 14%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Pittsfield 4 of 10, 40%, 3 of 6 from the arc. When's the last time? 50%, and they lead by 5 with the basketball to start the second quarter.
Sakis will have the ball, as Jack told you, as we're just underway in the second half of the first half. Petty, Mendenhall, Tom Have, Musgrave, and Daniel, the 5 for the Sakis. Daniel with it out front of the dribble, gets it to Petty. Petty for a free throw line jump shot, no good. Rebound, though, hounded down by Mendenhall. He will work it out front. Musgrave around to Petty. Another second chance opportunity for Pittsfield. Can they capitalize? Here's Musgrave on the drive, denied there by Deeker to Petty. Kicks right side, Tom Have 3, and it's good. Tom Have tickles the twine from 19-9 and an 8-point Saki lead. Their largest of the night on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Deeker, Sparks, Schwartz, Barker, and Nyson, the 5 for Payson Seymour. It's Barker sets up for a 3 and the answer, and he buries it. Barker, with his first three-pointer of the contest, makes it a 14-9 score, 7 minutes to play in the half. He got some good looks in that first period, just was a little off, and he has dialed it in, it appears here. Here's Tom May, puts it on the deck. In the corner to Daniel for a 3. It's off the mark. And the rebound pulled down by Schwartz. Schwartz will walk it up for Payson Seymour now. Looks for the ball handoff. Instead, in the corner to Barker. And a timeout going to be called by Payson Seymour. We'll pause as well. 6:37 to play in the half. 14-9 advantage for the Sakis over Payson. Back with you after this.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
6:35 to play in the half, 14-9. Payson Seymour down, but on the attack here. Schwartz with it on the baseline drive. Gets it out to Nyson. Nyson on a little hop, step, and a shot, though, just won't fall through. And Petty with the board, his second. He'll work it into the front court. Ball handoff left side goes to Musgrave. You'd like to see Pittsfield do something other than a three here, maybe, unless it's after a really good possession where you get the ball in and out. Now a blocking foul called on Schwartz, the second of the night on the Indians.
Schwartz picks up his second foul in the ball game.
That happened when these two teams played the first time around. He had 3 fouls in the first half.
And into the game comes Brody Deeker, the sophomore brother of Bryant.
So Brody Deeker joins Brian Deeker as Schwartz sits down.
Here comes Richie Martin back. Oh, nope, he's going to go to the sideline.
He's maybe going to go visit the trainer here. Here's a shot put up in the corner by Petty, no good. And on the rebound, they'll call a foul on Musgrave.
Musgrave over the top, they say. I thought maybe he cleared it, wasn't going to get the board. But you don't have position, you're going to get caught by that. Now a 5-point lead. The Payson's got the basketball under attack.
Here's a ball tipped, but run down by Deeker. Deeker will attack now. Was fouled, no call. Puts up a scoop shot up and in for 2. He was definitely fouled by Mendenhall out front, and that's not called. 14-11, 5:45 to play in the half.
So strong, he played right through it.
Here's Petty. Out top to Nolan Daniel. Daniel in the corner to Tom Hay for a 3. It's no good. Saukeys have gone cold from outside. Here's a rebound loose and a held ball to be Payson Seymour basketball.
So do you not get a possession on that? Nobody has possession?
It's on a rebound. I'll have to tell you on that. It was on a rebound. Here's a ball loose. Run down by Deeker. Clears it to Nyson. Over to Sparks for a 3. Trying to tie it, and he will. Sparks with a spark off the bench for this squad. And this game is tied at 14 points apiece. An 8-0 run by Payson Seymour. As Pittsfield's kind of settled for some threes. Here's Daniel with it. Man, I'm not a basketball expert by any stretch, but Pittsfield on the season can't be shooting about 20% from 3 as a team. I know they were hot in the first quarter, but you had to know that was not going to statistically continue. Now Petty misses a shot inside and then will be called over the back.
Yep, picks up the foul. That'll be his second. Barker with the rebound. Sitting down is Petty. Into the game comes Connor Allen. And, when you shoot the little 6-footer and you come up that short and then over the back, that's that frustration foul again.
4:50 to play in the half. A chance for Payson Seymour to take their first lead. Barker works inside, and a blocking foul going to be called on Eli Mendenhall.
Yep, good call. Mendenhall picks up the foul. That'll be his second, team 5th. Second man with 2 fouls. Barker will go to the free throw line to try to give us our first lead change. Anstedt will come into the game after he shoots his first free throw by the sophomore Barker, who has a 3 on the night. 4:46 left in the half. Knotted at 14. And the left-hander will put it up. Gives his team the lead.
Bowlers Universe open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight. For many menu items and a great selection of craft beers. Check them out for Sake Nation Queen of Hearts tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8 at Bowlers Universe.
Barker's second one, nothing but the bottom of the net. Give him 5 now.
And a 10-0 run by the Indians. 16-14 Payson Seymour on top. Into the front court with it is Nolan Daniel. It's it toward the left wing. Now out top, Allen. Allen to Daniel. Left wing 3, no good. Rebound down to Payson Seymour's Brody Deeker. They'll work it to Nyson into the front court. A 2-point lead now for the blue-clad Indians and the basketball in their possession. 4:18 to play in the second period.
1 of 6 from 3 after being 1 of 4, I should say, since they were 3 of 6.
There's a pass now thrown too far for Brian Deeker, and ball out of bounds to the Saukeys after the second turnover of the evening by Payson Seymour. Inbounds pass to Allen, out of Tom. Maybe he'll let him clear out and bring it up against the sophomore in, Brody Deeker.
Man-to-man's been the difference maker for the Indians.
Maybe, I don't know. Settling for early shots in a possession from the arc is sort of on the defense. I don't know. It's a choice. On the right side, Allen to Tomave, top of the key, fakes the three. Look for the pick and roll. Ball was a little wide. Ball run down. Now Tomave for a three, and it's good. Tomave with his second three-pointer of the night has 7 or 8 on the evening now, Jack.
He's got 8.
Thank you. And makes it 17-16. Pittsfield back on top on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Second lead change of this affair. Sparks with it. They might have run through the screen there as Deeker took a tumble. That's Brody Deeker. I don't think you'd run through Brian just the same.
Not that way.
Brian Deeker now drives, kicks to Nyson, creates a good look for his teammate from 3, but the shot no good. And the rebound down to Musgrave is 4th. Into the front court, Daniel tries to be too aggressive and turns it over. Deeker on the run out the other way. Little pull-up shot off the window is good as he gets the good bounce off the board. And the Indians retake the lead 18-17. 2:50 to play in the second period. Musgrave into the front court. Dribbles the ball out of bounds. He just had that ball, just never could corral it and just dribbled it out of bounds. Let's take a look at that finish here by Deeker on that last drive. Nice little pull up, got the shooter's roll on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team at Northwestern Mutual in Pittsfield for helping us take another look at that. 2:37 to play in the half, 18-17 Indians. Deeker again turns the corner, drives in, and they're going to call a blocking foul here.
Hanstedt will pick up the foul. No, he will not.
Allen.
That'll be on Allen. That'll be his second. I was going to say Hanstedt might have got the charge, but the other man's the one that made the foul. To the free throw line goes Brian Deeker, who's got 7 points in the night. 18-17 Payson, 2:33 left in the half. First one no good.
Somebody forgot to tell these officials, Jack, it's the annual Take a Charge against Cancer Night, and there's pledges for all the charges that are taken. So maybe just be, a little more free giving those out left and right.
Well, Deeker made his first free throws, missed his last 2, and the next one no good. Petty pulls down another board.
2:30 to play in the half. 18-17 Indians have the lead. Daniel with it right wing. Up top, Anstedt. Out of Tomei, feeling it from downtown. He'll let it fly, no good. And on the rebound, Anstedt secures the board. A tie up here. He and Nyson get tied up, and it'll be Pittsfield basketball on the alternating possession arrow.
I'm not going to fault Tom Have as hot as he's been from 3, but maybe a little more possession.
And bounce pass to Anstedt. It's for Daniel out between the circles. 2:15 to play in the half. Saki's had an 8-point lead. They've seen that evaporate, and now are facing a 1-point deficit here, as the Indians have had a pretty good quarter on the offensive side. Petty with it out front to the free throw line. Gets it back now from Daniel. And Daniel play a little pitch and catch out front. Tomei with it. Ball handoff goes to Petty. Petty on a spin, kicks it out to Tomei. Tomei will try to turn the corner, drive in. A little floater up is good. On a nice take to the rim by Brennan Tomei.
Double digits for Tomei. When's the last time we said that? 4th lead change.
Been a while. Has all the ability to be able to do that.
Oh, yes.
His things have not gone his way for a while now. 1:27 to play in the half. Sparks in the corner to Martin. Martin looks down low. There's Deeker off the nice screen down low. Gets free, and he'll be in for another 2. Lead back to the Indians, 20-19. 1:11 to play in the second period.
Deeker with 9 now.
Tomei lacrosse gets it to Musgrave. Toward the top of the key, Daniel with a minute to play in this first half. Anstedt over to Petty. Looks in the post, nothing open. Now Musgrave pops out front. On the right side, Tomei gets a look, looking in the post. Petty to Anstedt. And Musgrave looking down low for his teammate in Anstedt. Gets it back to Musgrave now. Tough floater in traffic is up and good as Adam Musgrave has the bucket. And it makes it 21-20 Sakis with 33 seconds to play in the period. As Nyson will hold it out in the center circle here at Vosho Chim. His squad trailing by a point as the shot clock is turned off. Hopefully permanently when it comes to small school basketball. I'll tell you my reason in a moment. Deker with it. Back to Nyson. Always got to know where Barker is here. Now they'll get it to Sparks with 5 seconds left. He'll let it fly. No good. Daniel the rebound. He'll push toward the front court. 2-1. Daniel, volleyball line 3. Off the back iron. No good. And we head to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. At the halftime break on Central Illinois Sports, it's the Pittsfield Sockies 21, the Payson Seymour Indians 20. Halftime stats and more your way after this.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Pittsfield here at halftime on the Little Jess Motors halftime show with their lead of 21-20 after leading 11-6 after one quarter. Halftime brought to you by Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois. The place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Staff is committed to making the car buying process simple, making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Pittsfield with the lead after one quarter and at halftime, 21-20. They've turned it over 5 times, Payson 2 times. Foul trouble for Pittsfield, Javen Petty, Connor Allen, and Eli Mendenhall with 2 fouls apiece, a single foul on Adam Musgrave. On the other side, 2 fouls on Blake Swartz, and that's all the fouls for Payson Seymour. Pittsfield leads at 21-20 on the Little Jess Motor halftime show and the Truck scoreboard at halftime here. More comes your way on the halftime show after these.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, my baby does gives me special love. It's the kind of stuff.
Honey, it's your turn.
I'm on cloud 9.
That's it. Better with Pepsi.
Well, Jim, it's going well, but something tells me they're going to have to bring more to the field if they want this game watch party on February 12th to be a winner.
That's right, Steve. They need to dig deep from the liquor booth playbook to stock up on all the fan favorites for the big game. Bourbon, whiskey, vodka, and tequila must be on the host's mind.
Good thing the liquor booth has a variety of beer on the bench to pull from. They might even call in the wine reserves to make this happen.
They're huddled up at the liquor booth on Broadway and at 12th and Locust, ready to send in the game changers.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
The Sockies of Pittsfield lead the Indians of Payson Seymour 21-20 at halftime. Pittsfield 8 of 20 from the field, 40%. 5 of 12 from the arc, 41.6%. 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Payson 8 of 19, 42%. 3 of 11 from the arc, 27%. And 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Payson led by Brian Deeger with 9. Lane Barker with 5. Wyatt Nyson has 2 points and a 3 from Blake Swartz. Pittsfield's Brennan Tomhave with 10. 3 from Nolan Daniel, 5 from Adam Musgrave in the first half, and a 3 from Javen Petty. Pittsfield leads it 21-20 at halftime. We've got more coming your way on the Little Jess Motor halftime show after these.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Rough day at work? We all have them from time to time. But the last thing you want to worry about is coming home to your internet being out. Or even worse, waiting all day to watch the big game, only to find out it's blacked out. With Cascom, those worries are a thing of the past. Our local technicians are here to service any issues and ensure you have a worry-free experience, whether it be internet, TV, or even home phone. Call Cascom today at 1-800-252-1799 to schedule or upgrade your internet and TV service.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community, serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival, play some disc golf on our new championship course, spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
When
I'm driving in my car with my family. I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car. We literally get excited when we see a Dot truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at Dot. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things. If you want them, you should be at Dot.
Once or twice a year, I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
Yeah.
What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
(21-20) as we get ready for the second half. It'll be Payson Seymour basketball. And they trailed the Pittsfield Sockies by that 21-20 score on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. 217-922-0044. All your diesel repairs. Trucks, look for their new establishment out in the industrial park. And they'll take great care of you with Trucks. Thank you to Little Jess Motors, our halftime sponsor, and a good night for the boy-girl dance with the Sockettes tonight. We enjoyed that also. Now it's time for second half basketball. Here's Charlie to tell you about it.
Payson Seymour has the ball to start the second half. Brian Deeker out there along with Schwartz, Martin, Barker, and Nyson. Pittsfield counters with Tom Have, Musgrave, Daniel, Mendenhall, and Petty. And there are about 30, 40 people down the sideline who are oblivious to the fact that a basketball game is trying to go on. Sit down. It's over.
Petty, Allen, and Mendenhall all with 2 fouls apiece.
It's just sometimes the lack of recognition of what the focal point of an event is supposed to be is astounding. Here's a ball knocked away, stolen away. No, it's going to be taken. Now it's just going to be thrown away by Payson Seymour. They said, we don't want it, you don't want it, you take it. Okay.
It was hard to get somebody to get that turnover, but finally Payson claimed it. Their third of the night.
Just underway in this third period. 21-20 Indians. Tom Have in the backcourt gets it to Petty. Waited for the double team to come his way, and so Petty's full speed ahead into the front court. To Mendenhall, out to Tom Have. Around the horn, Musgrave now. Sockies shot the 3 well in the first period, not so much in the second. So you would think against this man-to-man of Payson Seymour, they'd be trying to work the ball inside a hair more. As they will right now to Mendenhall, who will go up and score his first bucket of the night. 2-point shots for Elijah Ben Mendenhall, and it's 23-20. Right side with it is Nyson. Ball poked away from behind by Tom Have. Goes off of Eli Mendenhall, and it will be Indians basketball.
Mendenhall's a good teammate. I'll tell you what, he is a guy that plays with a lot of inspiration and really encourages.
Lob pass comes out to Nyson. Hands it to Deeker. Deeker on a little drive. Shot up, no good. Rebound down to Nyson. He'll kick it back out. Schwartz for the 3. Good. Blake Schwartz from downtown ties the game up at 23 points apiece on the Trucks LLC scoreboard.
Second 3 by Schwartz of the night.
Petty works it across for the Sockies. The thing about this Indian squad is what makes them so dangerous, especially at their place when it comes to postseason. If you could get a night where Schwartz and Barker and Deeker are all hitting shots, they'll knock off a top seed in a regional. Not that they couldn't do it without all those guys hitting shots. And not like they're going to have to play outside of their mind by any stretch, but I mean, that's how good this team is. This is the team that could sneak up and beat somebody who they're not favored to do so against. Musgrave gets it out top Mendenhall. 6:05 to play in the third. Looking in the paint for Mendenhall. He's got to go to work in a hurry now. Got to get out of the lane. Turnaround shot gets it to go. Reminding me of old Tyler Dushinsky back in the day working in the post, Jack. 25-23. Only there wasn't Mike Fitch to block his shot at the other end.
Mike Fitch was the guy who could make that happen.
Right side with it is Schwartz. Free throw line, Martin. Now way out front, Barker gets a touch.
Got 3 guys you got to guard on the 3 here, though.
Yeah, it really expands your defense. which allows a good driving lane for Deeker, and he'll take advantage of it. Shot up no good. Rebound down to Mendenhall for the Sockies. He'll work it to Tomave. Tomave will push it into the front court. Kicks to the wing. Daniel on the dribble drive. Back out to Tomave. Little give and go. 3 no good. Rebound pulled in by Nyson. Pretty good look that time for the Sockies. Speaking of good looks, here's Barker going to launch a 3 no good. Another offensive rebound, though, by the Indians as Brian Deeker is in for 2 more. We're tied at 25. 5 minutes to play in the third on the Trex LLC scoreboard. And one of the stranger things I've seen in a while, people have actually stuck around to watch the second half of a basketball game. Here's Petty. Drives and kicks to Musgrave. Pull-up jump shot off the iron, no good. Rebound down to Mendenhall. On the wing, Petty for a 3, no good. Rebound, Musgrave down with it, up with it, and in. Musgrave with a pair of offensive rebounds on that end of the court, and it makes it 27-25 Pittsfield. What were you saying?
5 rebounds for Musgrave, and he's got 7 points, too.
All righty, thank you. Here's Deeker on the baseline drive, muscles his way in, count it, and 1.
Nobody stopped him on the baseline. 13 for him now.
The thing that makes Deeker so tough is he's so quick with this first step, and Petty really up in his grill. Deeker drives by, and Petty has nothing to do there other than foul him. And Deeker able to finish through the contact, gets a chance to try to give his squad the lead again with 4:15 to play in the third.
6 lead changes. This is the 4th Kai, and Deeker gives us, no, he does not. He misses it. He's missed 4 in a row after making these first, Charlie.
Which is very uncharacteristic of Brian Deeker. 4:05 to play in the third. Game is tied at 27 points apiece. Here's Musgrave, dribble drive right to the rim and scores. Musgrave shows off the athleticism once again, and he's got another 2.
Quickest first step on this ball team.
Nyson with it out top for the Indians. We've been back and forth for a while now on this one, as Martin has taken a chair in the paint.
Might be in the lane too long.
Strange place to take a nap. Here's Deeker on a drive, again bumped and fouled, and Pittsfield having trouble staying in front of him. This time it's Musgrave on the foul, I believe.
We're going to let him shoot too. I thought maybe they might have had it ahead of time. Musgrave's second, team second of the second half. 3:41 left in the third quarter, 29-27 Sockies, and Deeker 1 for 5 from the charity stripe. Brian trying to make that adjustment, and he does.
Saturday, March 18th will be the annual Ty Rylander Memorial Run. Check out the Remembering Ty Rylander Facebook page for all the information and how to get signed up. Proceeds benefit area youth organizations throughout Pike County and beyond. It's Saturday, March 18th for this year's Ty Rylander Memorial Run.
Deeker gives us our 5th tie of the night. He makes them both, and he's got 15.
Well, he's just too good of a free throw shooter to miss, 5 in a row.
6 points in the second half for him already.
And he'll take a chair for a moment as he's going to get a quick breather as Sparks is into the game. 29 all. Tom Abe now dribble drive inside, kicks it out to Daniel. Works it out top. Allen now as Allen's joined the action. Petty down with, 3 fouls on him now?
3 fouls.
Here's a little give and go action. They find Mendenhall, misses the runner. Martin tried to get the rebound and unable to secure it. It'll be ball out of bounds to the Sockies underneath on what was a really good pick and roll action here from Allen to Mendenhall. Mendenhall just couldn't get it to go.
Got to use the backboard, Junior. You can do that.
Kind of got over the front of the rim, and here's a nice little bank shot by Allen on the inbounds play. He's got his first bucket of the night. And it makes it 31-29. You mean like that? Is that what you're talking about? That kind of backboard usage?
Every time. That's what that square is up there for.
People that are good at geometry really understand that. Here's a spin move by Nyson inside, and a holding foul going to be called on the floor. And if that's the case, it should be against Tom Abe, but instead it's against Mendenhall.
Mendenhall pick up his 3rd. Tom Abe's trying to get that one, but he does not. Now instead Mendenhall sits down, and that's a tough loss for the Sockies as they have had to set Petty and Mendenhall down.
Inbounds pass comes into Schwartz, trying to go up against Musgrave, draws the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Musgrave will pick up his 3rd foul, 2 in the second half. Schwartz to the free throw line where he has 6 points, 2 threes on the night, 31-29, 2:55 left in the quarter. Pittsfield in lots of foul trouble. Schwartz's first one is good.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Looking for a sixth tie of the ball game, and Swartz gives us that.
We are tied up at 31 points apiece on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Just under 3 minutes to play in the third. Tomei works it into the front court. Picks it up out of the double team, finds Allen. Now Daniel on the right wing. Out top, Tomei. 31 all here. And some big minutes by this unit for the Sockies with 3 guys with 3 fouls, including Musgrave. Here's the ball now thrown away by Allen. On the run out is Nyson. Ball hustled from behind to knock it away was Nolan Daniel that time, but it'll be Indians ball underneath.
He could have saved it back under the basket, but you don't want to do that. So he just went ahead and carried it out of bounds.
2:23 to play in the third. Inbounds pass is thrown out front. Schwartz can run it down and does so out near the half-court line.
6 lead changes, looking for a 7th here, tied at 31 with 2:15 left in the third quarter.
Schwartz guarded by Ethan Gratton, the 6'2 junior out front. They'll get it down low to Deeker. Deeker shot blocked by Gratton, and the rebound pulled down by Connor Allen.
Big play by Gratton that time.
Ethan Gratton, the junior, into the contest with a big block there to help keep this game tied. Here's Daniel down low. Now gets it back on the pass from Allen. 31 all, 1:50 to play in the third. Gratton with it. Looks in the paint. Tried to force it inside. Ball knocked loose. Body's on the floor after it. And a timeout taken by Payson Seymour's Tyler Dushinsky. 1:43 to play in the third. Game knotted at 31 points apiece on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
We will pay the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
It is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
31 all, 1:43 left in the quarter after the 7th turnover by the Sockies. Another turnover-saving timeout by Tyler Dushinsky. And it'll be Payson basketball looking for a 7th lead change. Been tied 4 times here in the second half.
Been a pretty tightly contested contest throughout the night. Nyson has it out front. Kind of inexplicably falls from his feet. He's okay. He said, hey, I wanted to wipe the dust off from the bottom of my shoes. Can somebody come get this from me for a moment? Out top, Sparks, Schwartz to Barker on the wing. Gets it right side, Deeker. Good luck 3 for the lead, no good. And on the rebound, Anstead secures it for Pittsfield.
His second board of the night, and I like what Ethan Gratton's doing for this team on the defensive side.
Daniel with it toward the left wing. Rockies have a couple of turnovers in a row, though, on the little flex cut play. Anstead reverses it to Tomei. Try to work it down low, and again, the Sockies trying to put the ball where there's just is not an opening.
3 turnovers in the quarter.
3 in a row. Right side, Schwartz for the 3, no good. Rebound bounces around off a couple of Sockies, and it will be Payson Seymour basketball.
And when Schwartz misses that ball, somebody's got to grab the rebound. It went off of about 3 people like a pinball.
Sometimes long shots make long rebounds. 40 seconds to play in the third period. 31 all. Ball down low. Deeker has the matchup he wants against Daniel. Rises, shoots, and scores over the top of him for another 2.
17, 7th lead change.
8 in the quarter for Deeker, excuse me. And makes it a 33-31 Indians advantage. Tomei with it. Out top to Allen. On the right side, Daniel. Pittsfield will get the ball to start the final quarter unless there's a tie for the next 10 seconds. We've got 3 guys on the bench with 3 fouls. Allen with it to Tomei with 4 in the corner. Anstead back to Allen to one. They will get a shot off, but it's a rushed shot. And we head to the fourth with the Payson Seymour Indians holding their first lead at a stop, 33-31 over the Sockies. Fourth quarter play-by-play your way after this.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield. Farmers, are you looking for high-yield genetics to help the bottom line on your farm? Contact Lipcomb Seed Sales for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. We have the luxury right now to be offering the highest-yielding soybean lineup Pioneer has offered in 30 years. Couple that with the service that is second to none, and you have a winning combination for your farm. For corn, check out the results of the National Corn Growers Yield Contact and see who's at the top. Maybe today is a good day to revisit Pioneer corn hybrids as well. Contact Aaron, Evan, and Brett today for high-yielding A-Series soybeans from Pioneer. Go Eagles! Payson leads at the end of the third quarter, 33-31. It'll be Pittsfield basketball. Pittsfield 13 of 30. They were 5 for 10 in the quarter, 43%, 5 of 15 from the arc, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Payson 12 of 30 from the field, 35%, 4 of 15 from the arc, 7 of 11 from the free throw line.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Pittsfield will have the basketball. Back to a little more in the normal look for the Sockies as Petty, Musgrave, and Mendenhall all on the floor with 3 fouls apiece. But on the floor to start this fourth quarter with their squad down 2. They're joined by Nolan Daniel and Brennan Tomhave.
Back to the zone for Payson.
First time since the first quarter, really. Here's Daniel inside, kicks it back out Tomhave over to Petty. Patient this time from the arc. 7:30 left in this one. Pass goes to Mendenhall at the short corner. They'll work it back out to Daniel. Gets it to Petty, top of the key to Tomhave, left side 3. Good from downtown.
13 for him.
Tomhave with the tray. Makes it 34-33 Pittsfield. Nyson drives it into the front court, trying to muscle his way into Martin, left side for a 3. It's no good. And over the back is Wyatt Nyson, the first foul on the Indians in the second half.
His first foul, only the second person for Payson with a foul. Swartz had 2 in the first quarter, and that's it. Pittsfield on the other side was 3, 6, 9, 11 fouls.
3 guys with 3 of those, though. So 11, not too many, but 9 of them spread out amongst 3 guys. Petty still in the backcourt. Now gets it across to Tommy. Right side, Daniel. High post, Mendenhall to Musgrave. Shot it up, no good. Shot blocked from behind and a board here for the Indians. Deeker around the run out into the front court for a 3. Good. Deeker buries it from the right wing.
20 for him now.
36-34 Payson. Seymour is Deeker with the answer.
9th lead change.
Petty out front. Turns down the 3 to Tomhave. 6:30 to play. And a dandy contest here at Voschel Gym. Right side, Daniel to Petty. Petty will give it up. Now throw a pass that's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off of Nyson, and couple things wrong with that pass. The pass is a little soft from Petty, and Mendenhall has to meet that pass. I mean, it's just 2 wrongs there that nearly forced a turnover for the Sockies.
But Petty stared at where he was going to pass it for 5 seconds and then threw it there.
Down low, here's a slip underneath as Tomhave gets open, and a basket to tie the game up at 36.
15 for him.
6 minutes left in this one on the Trucks LLC scoreboard.
Better find Deeker.
Schwartz works off of the screen. Dribble drive in. Bumped and fouled by Mendenhall, who will pick up his 4th.
Mendenhall will be the guilty party. His 4th, team 5th of the night. 2 free throws for Schwartz, 36-36. Anstedt will come back into the ball game for Mendenhall after the first free throw. Schwartz is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Has 8 points, 2 threes in the first quarter and 2 free throws. 5:53 left in regulation, tied at 36. Schwartz's first one is up and good.
Realmet and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Stop by and see them for all of your concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Or you can call Rick and Tracy Real and their great team at Realmet and Twine, 217-285-5013.
Swartz, the guy, if they could pick, that's who they'd want on the free throw line. He makes them both again. He's got 10.
Makes it 38-36 Indians with 5:50 to play. Petty and Daniel now work the ball toward the front court for the Sockets.
Petty's passes have got to get crisper.
Ansted with it on the wing. Out to Petty. Against the zone of Payson Seymour. Daniel deep in the corner. Around the horn it comes to Petty. 5:32 to play. Musgrave gets a look. Kind of dare him to shoot it. Petty, patient. Now gives it up to Daniel. To Tom Abe right side. High post Petty. He'll throw it back out top to Nolan Daniel. Patient on the offensive side are the Sockets here. Tom Abe. Around the horn it comes to Daniel all the way on the left side here. Gets it down low. Petty underneath. I thought he made it a little harder than maybe he needed to that time, but gets it to go on the reverse layup.
5 for him.
38 all. 5 minutes left. Here's Schwartz on a drive, and he's bumped and fouled by Musgrave.
Musgrave will pick up his 4th, and I'm not sure you can take him out right now. 4:59 left, 38-38. Here comes Allen in to take Musgrave's place.
We'll say that's not, it's not as aggressive as I've ever seen Connor Allen go to the scorer's table to check in.
No.
And bounce pass comes to Schwartz. Gets a look from 3. No good. Rebound. Nolan Daniel goes and gets it for the Sockets.
That's his 4th board of the night.
He'll get it to Tom A. 4:50 to play in the contest, and the game tied at 38.
Looking for a 10th lead change.
Allen with it right wing. Out to Daniel. Petty now. Tom A. gets a touch. They whip it around the perimeter, trying to get the zone moving, trying to find a hole in this zone. Short corner. Wasn't open this time. Back out top, Tom A. 4:30 to play. Tied at 38 points apiece. Both of these teams hungry for a win, as January has made it tough for them to come by some victories here. Allen to Daniel. Left side, Tomei with Schwartz in his grill. Tomei going to try the dribble drive now. Blocked on the way up, and a board here for Deeker. Deeker will slow it down into the front court now for Payson Seymour. Out near the volleyball spike line, Schwartz. Back to Deeker with 4:04 to play. Indians trying to retake the advantage. They've held the lead most recently. Sparks, the freshman. Works it on the right side, Barker. Over to Deeker for a 3. It looks short out of the hand, then it is an air ball out of bounds to the Sockets with 3:50 left.
You know, it probably seems strange, but when Pittsfield was patient with those passes, kind of took the legs out from under people like Deeker. Had to work a little longer.
Petty into the front court, 3:40 to play. Game still tied at 38 points apiece. Allen thought about the skip, thought better of it though. Around the right side it goes to Daniel. They'll throw the pass back out to Petty. 3:28 left. Tomei with it. Allen over to Daniel. Gives it up to Petty right side. Dribble drive in a precarious spot. Gets it to Allen to Tomei. Left side 3. Good again. Tomei feeling it.
Got 18.
And makes it 41-38 Sockets, a lead change. Nyson drives in. Blocked by Petty, and Petty gets the board. They'll say, though, he stepped out of bounds. And so it will go to Payson Seymour with 3 minutes, 3 seconds left in the contest, as we'll see here on the Northwestern Mutual replay, as Petty's right foot was on the baseline. Good catch by the official.
Good play by Javen Petty, though. He played hard that time.
Nyson with it. Works on the right side, Schwartz. Under 3 to play. Look down low, there's Nyson. Up and under and in for 2.
He's got 4 of the night.
Indians cut it to 1, 41-40, 2:49 left. Javen Petty into the front court. As the Indians will switch into a man-to-man here. Payson only with 1 foul in this second half. That could be big down the stretch. Down low, Allen gets it. He'll rise, shoot, and score on a good find that time from Tom Have. And the lead back to 3, 43-40, 2:27 to play. Deeker out to Nyson. He'll put it on the deck, drive inside. Shot put up is good, as Nyson's starting to come alive a bit. Give him 6.
Going right at Anstead.
43-42, 2:10 to play on the Truck scoreboard. Petty with the basketball way out front. If you're Payson Seymour, you could be super aggressive right here. You only have 1 foul. 3 in the game? Here's Petty on the right wing. Drives, now pulls it back out. I think Brad Tomei would maybe like to call a timeout here.
Yeah,
Nope,
I
maybe
think
not.
I heard us then.
1:52 to play. to Daniel. Dangerous bounce pass and step. Looks in the post, not open. Now they'll give it down there to Allen. He's got to do something with it. Gives it back out to Daniel with 1:40 to play. Pittsfield has 4 timeouts remaining here with 1:35 left.
Call timeout, get your 2 big men back in the game. Musgrave and Mendenhall.
Tomei with it as they spread the floor to Petty. 43-42 Sakis. Again, if you're Payson Seymour, you can be really aggressive here. Near a turnover there. Daniel with it near the half-court line. I think you'd want to try to accumulate some fouls here, and now a foul will be called on Barker with 1:15 left.
His first, team second.
Ball out of bounds to Pittsfield, opposite the scorer's table at the half-court line.
Musgrave's not coming into the game.
Yeah, I would not disagree with you with that statement. 1:15 left, 43-42 the Pittsfield lead. Tomei looks to inbounds, gets it in the backcourt to Petty. He's got Sparks with 2 hands on him and will be called for the foul.
Sparks will pick up the foul. As soon as I find him, his first, team third.
I'd say Payson Seymour just try to build it up closer to that 6 mark here. Obviously going to try to get a steal on an inbounds here. Ball comes in the backcourt to Daniel with Barker on him. Daniel to Allen. Allen will work it across on the dribble. Bounce pass down to Tom. Maybe he'll attack the rim. Shot no good. Rebound loose on the court, and out of there with it are the Indians, and a whistle. And what have we got?
That was a goaltend. Ball was on the rim when the man hit it when it came down.
They're going to get together now as the referee signaled for a timeout for Tyler Dushinsky, but a timeout had not been called, and they're just going to give the ball to Payson Seymour. 59.3 seconds left in a 1-point game.
Oh, my goodness.
Indians have the basketball here. Nyson will bring it across. Works it right side, Barker. Down low, they'll get it to Deeker. Deeker up over a double team, no good. Rebound down to Allen. He is fouled here. Just the 4th team foul with 46.2 seconds left.
Is that on Nyson?
It was called on Nyson, his second. Here comes Musgrave back into the game. He will replace Anstead. 46.2 seconds remaining in a 43-42 ball game. Ball out of bounds to the Sakis, length of the court to go. Tom Abe gets it into Daniel. Out of a double team to Tom Abe, and now a quick foul here. Will be the team 5th.
I think it'll go on Brody Deeker, will it not? Yep, Brody Deeker's foul, his first, team 5th. Now Swartz comes into the game. Brody Deeker will sit down.
Out of bounds again to the Sakis. Tom Have looks to get it in here. Looks to get it in. He'll try the lob pass. It's knocked out of bounds, and they'll say no, it was not touched by the Indians. The Sakis had could have called a timeout there, but threw the ball away, and it was not touched. It'll be ball out of bounds to Payson Seymour underneath, and the Indians call a timeout, leaving themselves with 1 timeout remaining. 44.3 seconds left in a 43-42 contest. Back with you after this on Central Illinois Sports.
Well, my baby doll gives me special love. It's the kind of stuff.
Honey, it's your turn.
I'm on cloud 9.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
44.3 seconds left in a 43-42 contest. Pittsfield has the lead. Payson Seymour will have the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket after the Saki turnover and the timeout by the Indians.
Payson 9 of 13 to the free throw line. Brian Deeker shot 7 of those, and he is 3 for 7 on the night. Barker, on the other hand, 4 for 4, and 2 for 2 is Lane Barker, or Swartz, I should say, 4 for 4, and Barker 2 for 2.
West Central beats Route tonight, 50-48.
At the Route Dome.
43-42 here. I don't think Pittsfield will be fouling. I wouldn't think so. Up by a point with 42 seconds left. But right side, Deeker against Allen. Dribble drive in. Shot it up, no good. Rebound to Anstead. Gets it to Tomei. Oh, now foul Petty, and that'll again just be the 6th team foul.
Nyson will pick up his third 16 foul. Daniel back in. Anstead sits down. Sakis have timeouts, and they will call one now. 43-42 Pittsfield, 30.2 seconds left back after this.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
30.2 seconds left. Pittsfield will have the ball, length of the court to go, up by a single point, 43-42. Both teams have had multiple opportunities here in the last few moments, but we've been stuck at that 43-42 mark for a while now.
One of the best crowds I've seen at Boschel in a while, Charlie. Payson always brings a good crowd. Good job on the Take a Charge for Cancer by Scott Bacon and the communities here.
Back-to-back senior nights for the Lady Sakis on Thursday and this Saki boys team on Friday, so make sure to come out for those as well. Daniel to inbound for Pittsfield. He cannot run the baseline. Inbounds pass comes to Tom Abe. He's in a double team. Throws out of it to Musgrave. They'll foul him with 25.5 seconds left, and he'll shoot a 1-and-1.
Deeker's first foul of the ball game, 17 foul. Musgrave to the free throw line, has 9 points. No free throws tonight, but normally a guy you wouldn't mind having at the line.
Here comes Richie Martin into the game. Sparks will sit down for the Indians.
Indians have played 2 sophomores and a freshman a lot tonight. They do that a lot. Musgrave with a chance to give his team a 2-point lead with both of these. They lead by 1 with 25 seconds left. First one is way short.
Rebound, though, to Connor Allen. He'll get it out to Tom Habe with 22.5 seconds left. He'll be fouled by Richie Martin.
Martin will pick up the foul. That will just be his first 8th team foul.
Tom Habe to the free throw line for a 1-and bonus.
Tom Habe with 18 points on the night, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. First one is up, in and out, no good.
Shades of Auburn. 18 seconds left. Nyson into the front court for the Indians. Gets it to Barker. 13. Martin has to save it in. Pass down low to Deeker. He'll go at the rim. Shot put up is no good, but he's fouled, and he will shoot 2 shots.
Connor Allen will pick up his third, 17 foul, 8.3 seconds left. Barker to the free throw line where he has made his last 2. He made 1, missed 4, made 2. Has 20 points in the night. He can give us, 2, 4, 6, 8, our 9th tie with this free throw. He'll get 2, and he could give us a lead change. First one is up and good.
Moose Lodge 420. Check them out each Friday for their meals at the Moose Lodge in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold. At Moose Lodge 420. In Pittsfield. The timeout taken by the Sakis with 8.3 seconds left. This game is tied at 43 points apiece on Central Illinois Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Tied at 43, 8.3 seconds left. Brian Deeker, who has 21 on the night, made a free throw, missed 4, missed 3 in a row, and he can give us our 11th lead change with this one. Brian Deeker, who will play in our All-Star game on March the 18th, right here at Boschel Gymnasium on a Saturday evening. Alumni game at 5 o'clock. Bring all your old teammates alongside. Payson will have nobody in the blocks. And so if Deeker misses it, Pittsfield, I guess, would call the timeout.
8.3 seconds left. That's not a lot of time. Deeker at the free throw line. He made the front end of the 2-shot. This to give his team the lead. Free throw on the way. It's no good. A rebound down to Allen. Gets it to Petty. 7 seconds left. Petty into the front court on the dribble, and Brad Tomave calls the timeout with 3.6 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. for a moment. Both teams down to a single timeout. Game is tied at 43 points apiece. Pittsfield, if you're just joining us, had an 8-point lead early in this contest. Payson Seymour, however, came back and they've taken the lead several times in this second half. In fact, what did you tell us, Jack? How many lead changes?
We've had 10 lead changes, missed our opportunity for 11. Payson has never led by more than 2 points, I don't believe, on the night, though.
Pittsfield's led by as many as 8. The Sockies will have the ball out of bounds right in front of their own bench along the scorer's table side here at Volschel Gymnasium. This would be the third time the Sockies have had an opportunity in the waning seconds of a tied contest to win a game. So far, against Pleasant Plains and against Auburn, they've been unable to capitalize.
Brennan Tomei's been your hot hand tonight, but Petty's had a couple of big baskets for you. And Connor Allen's caught the ball down low and put it in the bucket 2 different times.
3.6 seconds left, I would say. Well, they're going to have Daniel take the ball out on the sideline with Nyson guarding him.
I thought maybe we'd see Mendenhall in the game.
That will make things a little more difficult. Now, Brad Tomei will call his final timeout. He's only got a 30 left, so he'll take it here with 3.6 seconds remaining. I'm a little surprised Daniel, and nothing against Nolan, it's quite honestly just the facts of life. He's the shortest guy on the team, and with Nyson guarding him, it just makes it more difficult to inbound the ball.
And a guy like Nyson steals it away. He's got time to get to the other end. 3.6 seconds left, so you first got to get it in.
You have to get it in now.
And Pittsfield's had a lot of trouble doing that.
3.6 seconds left. Sockies now out of timeouts. Ball out of bounds on the sideline right next to their bench. Let's see what they go with here. As, again, Daniel will take the ball out of bounds. Petty asks for a last-second instruction from Brad Tomei. Daniel, the inbound. Have to get it in here. Have to get it in to get to Petty at the half-court line. Petty, top of the key, little floater up. It's good! Petty beats the buzzer, and the Sockies win a thriller at Volschel, 45-43. The Socky bench and student section stormed the court as Javen Petty, the junior, a la Seth Petty, beats a buzzer to win a game for this squad. Petty with the runner, up and good on the floater, and the Sockies win this one in a much-needed victory here at Volschel Gym. Let's take a look at it one more time on the Take a Charge Against Cancer night. Javen Petty takes charge and beats the red light on the backboard. And Pittsfield wins this one 45-43. We take you to the Illini Community Hospital postgame show, where since 1942, Illini Community Hospital has been serving the community with high-quality medical care close to home. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org. Final stats, a visit with Socky head coach Brad Tomei. We'll also talk about our player of the game next on Central Illinois Sports.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Socky Rewards debit card. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show on Central Illinois Sports. Well, Javen Petty comes through with a little floater right off past the free throw line on a one-hander that goes through the rim and the net for the 45-43 win for Pittsfield on the evening. Pittsfield turned the ball over 11 times, 6 in the second half. Payson turned the ball over 3 times, 2 in the first half, 1 in the second. Payson had to create a lot of fouls at the end of that game just to get Pittsfield to the free throw line, where Pittsfield was 0 for 3 and 0 for 2 in the fourth quarter on front ends of 1-and-1s. Pittsfield 19 of 39, 48.7%, 7 of 17 from the free throw line, 41%, 0 of 3 from the charity stripe. Payson 15 of 39, 38.5%, 5 of 19 from 3, 26%. Pittsfield made 2 more threes than Payson. Who would have thought that? But 10 of 15 from the free throw line. Brian Deeker misses that free throw that would have given his team the lead, and Petty beats the buzzer. For Payson, Brian Deeker had 21 points in the night, 5 for Lane Barker, 6 for Wyatt Nyson, but 10 from Blake Swartz, 7 of those in the second half. Brennan Tomhave with 18 points, 10 in the first half and 8 in the second half. 7 points for Javen Petty on the night. 4 for Connor Allen, 4 for Mendenhall, 9 from Musgrave, and a 3 from Nolan Daniel on the evening, but none any bigger than Javen Petty's 2 at the end of the game for the 45-43 win.
Final of this one, 45-43, Saki's with the victory. We pause here on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. A visit with Saki head coach Brad Tomhave your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a country financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Welcome back to Voschel Gymnasium, a 45-43 win for Pittsfield over Payson Seymour in thrilling fashion as Javen Petty hits a runner to beat the buzzer, and it looks like we have a couple of fans who are commemorating about the spot he made the shot. They're maybe never just going to leave the floor, it looks like there, but we're visiting with Saki head coach Brad Tomhave, as I hope they're just about out of balloons to pop here at the gymnasium. But a thrilling night here, Coach. You know, your squad, I mean, it's pretty well documented. It's kind of been of a struggle since the calendar slipped to 2023. Just the second victory here in the month of January, but you finished in the final day with a victory, and you're 1-0 headed to February this week.
Yeah, great win for the kids. Stayed in and fought. the entire time, obviously, got stops when we needed to, although not the prettiest way and fashion. They gutted one out and found a way to win at the end of the game, and Javen's shot was just a play, and they took away our first 2 cuts, and then it's in fact just get it to Javen and go make a play, and he did and made the shot. But so many things happen in the first throughout the game that are just as important for the result of the game than the last shot. Obviously exciting, everybody remember it, and I'm happy for Javen, happy for the kids. But I thought we finally got a complete game offensively out of Brennan. Shot the ball well. Adam did his thing, took it to the rim when he was on the floor. We were talking about foul trouble. We had 3 guys on the bench with foul trouble throughout the game. But so many things, whether they show up in the stat sheet or not, kids stepped up, stepped to the challenge. We challenged Connor Allen a little bit. We didn't think he was where he needed to be the first 3 quarters, and he looked at me and said he was ready, and I said, okay, well, let's stop the lip service. Let's go do it. And he did. He had a nice quarter defensively and made it hard for Deeker to get to his scoring spot. So stuff you like to see, stuff that shows me that they're still growing as basketball players and understanding situations. Still some things that we can do a little bit better, offensive decision-making, and then daggone, step to the free throw line and make some free throws there at the end, and it's a little bit easier on us. But they still find ways to keep it exciting.
Connor Allen really did a nice job with a couple catches off the backboard, squared the shoulders, did some things, and those 4 points. Look how big they are tonight.
Yeah, huge. And, again, shows the growth of a basketball player just offensively down. He didn't dip his head, and he got strong. He kept his hips under him, went up and scored. The other thing that he did really well there was be available for our guards when they were getting trapped late game situation, and then he caught and squared instead of catching and putting his head down and dribbling, and found the open man, and so that's good to see. It's good to see from all of them, and sure happy for them because they needed that to finish January.
You take a look at this Payson Seymour squad, and you knew coming into the night, you beat them the first week of the season, but this is a squad that plays some young kids who are very talented. They're a dangerous team. We talked about them hosting their own regional. That's a type of team that beats somebody in a regional because they just hit the shots that they're able to hit.
Yeah, they are, and they've been playing really, really well since Thanksgiving. That's not the same team that played Thanksgiving, and we knew it wouldn't be, and nor should it be because they've got more games under their belt playing some young kids at varsity level. So they've been in some big games. They take route to overtime at Winchester, and they played Camp Point tough, and so. Now it's the job of our guys to keep that consistency, keep that excitement, and see if we can't build on it, and let's see if we can't put a little run together of our own and get some confidence back into them. Because we all know it was there. It was just a matter of getting it done. And I told them yesterday in practice, we're not going to talk technique anymore. Well, maybe not all the time. It's just a matter of, don't do that. Don't turn the ball over. Just take it upon yourself. Don't turn it over. Go make a shot. Go get a stop and go get a rebound. It's as simple as that. And not beat a dead horse and get it out of their mind so they just go play. So awful proud of them. They needed that win, as did other people that might be in that locker room.
It's well documented that Brennan's just really struggled to shoot it here for a while, and nobody really knows why, because they're in a kid who's put in more work in the offseason to make himself stronger, a better shooter who works at it harder than Brennan Tomhave. And, finally, good to see just some of those shots go through for him. He has not been off by much. That's the other thing, too. It's not like he's hitting the side of the backboard when he's shooting. A lot of things rimming it out. And, Coach, it's kind of hard to think here on this Take a Charge Against Cancer night he might not have had a little extra help in some of those shots going in this evening.
Well, he does. He puts a lot of time in, and I do think it was the 6 inches between his ears for a little bit. And he shoots it yesterday. I told him quit messing. I said, Brennan, now this isn't going to sound good because he shot an air ball and he missed a free throw at the end of the game. He was shooting 80% from the free throw line. So I sat him out there on the 3-point line and I said, shoot a free throw. And he started to walk to the free throw line. I said, no.
get back here, shoot a free throw, show me the form. And he stroked about 5 in a row, just shooting it like a free throw. And so maybe it was a simple thing of that to reassure him that the work he's put in, the form that he's got is he's too good a shooter to be shooting 27% from the three-point line. Or I don't even know if it's that. Maybe I said that because he was my son, but he gave a little extra percentage points. But no, he works hard. They all do. But you're right. We're down here quite a bit, getting extra shots in, and that's the luxury of being in the position that we're in.
A really cool event. I think this is the 3rd year for the Take a Charge Against Cancer Night. You missed a year due to the weird COVID-shortened season, but it's a really cool event. I know Coach Bacon does a lot. The basketball moms or parents group do a lot to organize this event, but it's a really neat thing you guys do here.
Yeah, kudos to Coach Bacon. He sets it, runs it, gets sponsors. So kudos to him. He does a lot of work for it. So it was a wonderful idea, a wonderful way to honor those that have fought and beat it and are currently fighting it, and those families that have lost somebody. So very appreciative of all the help that everybody does, parent group, blessing, all the sponsors. I don't even know who they all are, but it's a disease that it's not fair. Nobody understands why people have to go through that. And our message today in the locker room was, listen, you got a chance for 32 minutes to go out, and is it going to be hard? Is practice hard? You're darn right it's hard, and it should be. If this was easy, everybody would be doing it. But you got to think there's some kids that don't ever get the chance to play basketball because they might be sitting in a chair right now having a chemo treatment and not being able to do it. So let's quit feeling sorry for ourselves and all the losses or whatever, but let's just go out and have fun and play and be a kid for 32 minutes. And so that was kind of the message. So we thank everybody that donated, that participated in the event, whether they were here or not. So many people to show our appreciation for, and again, Coach Bacon, our parent group, everybody involved. It's an awesome thing.
Great crowd tonight. Think that kids played off of that. But Coach Bacon told me before the game, I need some help, and I put out a plea for people today till next season when we do this again. Get out there and volunteer, and if you've lost somebody to cancer, you're fighting it yourself, come out and volunteer because it's a great event, raises a lot of money, and congratulations to the Saki family for what they pulled off tonight.
Yeah, well, thank you. We're sure proud of it, and yeah, Coach Bacon does a lot, and we'll take all the extra hands on deck we can get. So very appreciative. It's a great cause.
Senior night first for the girls on Thursday night. They'll play a 6 o'clock varsity start time here against North Green. You want to see a lot of folks come out and support the Lady Sakis as they're winding some things down here on their season. You guys will play Brown County here on Friday night, which will also be your senior night. You started doing that a little bit earlier because I think we ran into 2 or 3 seasons in a row where snow kind of took it away, and so you wanted to have an opportunity to be able to honor that group of seniors.
Yeah, certainly, and you don't want to run out of games to be able to honor not just our basketball kids, but everybody involved. So we will have that this week, and hopefully a lot of people come out. And these kids put a lot of time in during their activities, so it's good to honor them. Girls basketball, wrestling, boys basketball, soccer, cheer, band, anthem singers, everybody that's involved. So look for a good crowd as we finish up the week here.
Sakis win this one in a thriller, 45-43 over Payson Seymour. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys.
That's Saki head coach Brad Tomave here on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Illini Community Hospital has been serving the community for over 80 years, including oncology care in the Castile Center. Learn more about all of their services at IlliniHospital.org. Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And Jack, the guy who had the play of the game, going to be our player of the game, and Javen Petty one more time, this little floater for the win. 45-43, Sakis win this one over Payson Seymour. That's going to do it from Boschel Gymnasium. For Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull, thanking you for joining us tonight for another Central Illinois Sports presentation.